right, so let's talk about some of the basic probability rules that we can write down as some notes. So remember to go back to your learning goals that are at the top of the Schoology page. The first one is about sample space, and we talked about this in lesson 1 too, but here's a formal definition for it. The sample space is a list of all the possible outcomes with their probabilities. So lots of times we put this in a table, or sometimes we might do a tree diagram where you have branches of different possibilities that could come off of it. Usually we draw tree diagrams horizontally, but you can also draw them vertically. So this would be one probability and then subsequent probabilities after that. One key thing to think about in your sample space are that all of the probabilities need to add up to 1. So the whole sample space represents a whole, or like the whole pie, or all of the possibilities have to add up to 1. Our second learning goal talked about the idea of a complement. So the complement rule tells us that we can take this idea that all probabilities add up to 1. And so the complement, which sometimes we write as the probability of A superscript C, so A complement is equal to 1 minus the probability of A. So we looked at the probability of not having green eyes. That's going to be 1 minus the probability of having green eyes. And then our third learning goal was about things being mutually exclusive. So let's talk about the definition first. If something is mutually exclusive, the two events have no outcomes in common, meaning they cannot occur together. So mutually exclusive events would be male or female. But a not mutually exclusive event might be a male with blue eyes. You can have both being a male and having blue eyes, not just one or the other. So one of the things that we can write as an equation for mutually exclusive, or when things are mutually exclusive, we can say the probability of having event A or event B is equal to the probability of event A plus the probability of event B. So really focusing in on these cannot happen together. If we're going to find the A or B and they're not mutually exclusive, then we have to subtract out that value of probability of A and B. Okay, A and B. And so that we're not double counting it. But if they're mutually exclusive, they never overlap. They can't happen together. And so that's why we can say it's just A plus B. Okay, that's pretty much it for your notes for this section. We're going to go over the application problem in the next video, but give it a try for yourself first and then check your answer with the video.